This question of UPSC 2023 Prelims focuses on the Janani Suraksha Yojana. It asks us to examine various different aspects of the scheme and finally tell us which of the above statements are correct or not. So, what are these statements? First, it is a safe motherhood intervention of the state health departments. Second, its objective is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality amongst poor pregnant women. Third, it aims to promote institutional delivery among poor pregnant women. And fourth, its objectives include providing public health facilities to sick infants up to 1 year of age. Now, which of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, only three. So, how many of these above statements are correct? Now, why has this question been asked? We do know that maternal health has been quite a lot in focus. India definitely is focusing on reducing its maternal mortality rate and also reducing its infant mortality rate and neonatal mortality rate. Especially, if we look at the Global Hunger Index report, then it has pointed out that the malnutrition rates are pretty high in India, and that has a significant correlationship with, in fact, high MMR and high IMR. Also, if we look at the Gender Parity Index report brought out by United Nations Development Program, then we find that on the health and nutrition outcome 2022 report, we are actually doing pretty bad. 146 out of 146 nations rated, we're pretty much at the bottom there. So we definitely are focusing our efforts on addressing these issues. And which is the flagship program which is doing that? One is Janani Suraksha Yojana alongside other programs. So let's take a look on what are the deliverables of the Janani Suraksha Yojana. This scheme primarily focuses on providing cash assistance integrated with delivery and post delivery care for the poor and pregnant women. So, what are we talking about? Janani Suraksha Yojana, the word Janani meaning Janam Dene Wali, meaning mother. Suraksha is about protecting the mother. Now, this scheme is primarily about early identification of pregnancy and maintaining a health card. A health card for the mother and the child, which at regular intervals of time, we are going to do checkups for the mother and the child in the stomach of the mother. And we are going to take a look at what is their progress across time. If they need supplements, then we are going to be providing them with supplements with regards to iron or folic acid or whatever else it is that they need. Apart from that, that is the most important deliverable, are going to provide them with cash assistance. That is for institutional delivery. Cash assistance for institutional delivery. So the idea is that we want to promote delivery by trained healthcare professionals. And in order to do that, we bear the expenditure that it is going to take for the institutional delivery. That includes both the regular delivery and the C-section delivery or the cesarean delivery. In order for that to happen, we have different criterias for rural areas and urban areas as to what is the amount of money that we pay them. Now, when we're saying we pay them, we're talking about the government of India paying that money, because this is a centrally sponsored scheme which has 100% sponsorship by the government of India. But exactly what is the amount of money that is provided, that varies. That varies across states. So states are classified as low priority states and high priority states. The low priority states are those which have the worst health indicators. This here we're talking about 8 states as being the empowered action group states, which is Bihar and Jharkhand and UP and Uttarakhand and Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Apart from that, Rajasthan and Odisha. These are the empowered action group states, 8. Now, plus, so that's the l- low performance states are these 8 states, plus Assam and the former state of Jammu and Kashmir, now Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir. So these are covered in the low priority states. Everybody else is classified in the high priority states. The difference in allocation is that the amount that is actually being given to the beneficiaries, now the beneficiary includes the ASHA worker who is going to facilitate all this delivery, and the the mother, the pregnant and lactating mother. So here we are talking about low priority states getting an actual lesser amount, getting an actual higher amount of the allocation, and HPS states the allocation is slightly lesser, and it is also different based on rural or urban, right, beneficiaries. So under the Janani Suraksha Yojana, the primary deliverable is basically cash assistance for institutional delivery. That is what we are providing. Now, let us take a look at the question back again. The first statement says it is a safe motherhood intervention of the state health departments. Now, this statement is wrong because it is a centrally sponsored program, as we talked about, with 100% sponsorship by the central government. The second statement says its objective is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality. Now, maternal mortality is something that happens, expressed often as a figure per 1 lakh live births, how many mothers die during childbirth. And neonatal mortality is mortality that happens after childbirth. So, how many, uh, you know, children or babies die after childbirth? For example, in the first 1 month of childbirth, that would be neonatal mortality, right? Technically 28 days. So we want to reduce that, and that is related to whether delivery is being done, within institutional mechanism and with trained healthcare professionals or not. So yes, definitely this is a desirable aim, main objective. Third statement says it aims to promote institutional delivery among poor pregnant women. And that definitely is, again, as we've talked about, one of the main targeted aims that we have. When we're talking about poor pregnant women, well, this scheme targets definitely the poor. So the poor pregnant beneficiaries are the targeted beneficiaries under the scheme. Its objective includes providing public health facilities to sick infants up to 1 year's of age. Now, under the Janani Suraksha Yojana, there is some deliverables which are also targeted at infants, but these deliverables are mostly the immunization that they may need in the first weeks, or any immediate health that they may, kind of need while there is institutional delivery that has happened. So it does not really cover up till 1 year of age, right? Now, for that, in fact, we have other schemes wherein we are providing some expanded deliverables to sick infants, such as there is Janani Shishu Suraksha Yojana, and there we have a larger ambit of deliverables when it comes to the infant. So here, this scheme does not cover up till 1 year of age infant. As such, this statement is not true. Now we have two statements which are correct, and here we have only two. So the correct answer is B for the Janani Suraksha Yojana.